Hello and welcome to Quietly Talking Movies ASMR channel. My name's Matt, and in this video I'm going to be presenting and unboxing my newest addition to the collection, which is Criterion Collection's release of 5 Martin Scorsese short films. This is one which I was actually on the hunt for quite some time. It was out of stock on HMV, it was out of stock on Zavi in the UK, it was out of stock on Amazon as well, and for a film which originally is priced $17.99, somehow I didn't want to basically spend £20, which I would spend if I would actually like to get it from a CEX as a second hand. So I decided to wait, and the wait paid off. The film came back in stock, both in HMV, on Amazon, maybe on Zavi, didn't check. But yeah, as soon as this showed up on my Amazon shopping list for Criterion, and I saw it is back in stock, I clicked order instantly. So yeah, it's one of the many, and I mean many, Criterion Collection releases of Martin Scorsese films that we're getting from Criterion. I think there might be close to 10 films that Martin Scorsese has in the Criterion Collection. We got The Irishman, we got Rolling Thunder, the Bob Dylan review, Rolling Thunder review, a Bob Dylan story, I think that's what it's called. We got Mean Streets, we got Raging Bull, we got After Hours. Did I mention Irishman? Maybe. I think I already did. We got the Scorsese shorts, we got The Age of Innocence. Yeah, there's just so many releases that we got from Criterion. The Last Waltz, one of the early ones that he directed. So in a way, for me at least, it very much seems that a Criterion Collection is almost synonymous to me with Martin Scorsese, and any Martin Scorsese physical media release is synonymous with Criterion Collection, which is a great thing. I think those two complement each other very well. So it's good to know that the partnership is actually growing, and I hope it continues to grow with some more films that we're gonna get from Criterion Collection by Martin Scorsese. There's a couple which I'd actually really love to see. First of them, Silence, magnificent, beautiful picture. The other one, which I'd actually love to see, is the most recent release, Killers of the Flower Moon, a notoriously Apple TV exclusive in the UK and the United States, who has some of the greatest physical media releases in the UK and in the US, Criterion. So fingers crossed. Yeah, so yeah, I can't. So as a Martin Scorsese fan, I have a big collection of Martin Scorsese films, which I hope is going to be only growing. I'm really excited to actually have this one. So without further ado, let's cut open the bugger. was lots of glue on the packaging holding the cellophane in. Right, so here's the front cover, and if you know Martin Scorsese, you know that's in some way depiction of New York. Scorsese shorts. What we're getting from the short films is Italian American, American Boy, The Big Shave, It's Not Just You, Murray, and What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This. That's the titles of the 5 short films by Martin Scorsese. And here's the back. It's a simple black background, and here are the technical details of the 5 films, which are actually listed in here, not in a chronological order for some reason. It's definitely not alphabetical order either, and it's not in the order of runtime, so I don't know what order actually are they in. Makes no sense to me. Okay, but here it goes. I'm going to do it my own way. So the oldest film that we're actually getting in here is What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This, which was directed by Martin Scorsese in 1963. 1963. So it's also 10 years before his breakout film Mean Streets. Mean Streets, I believe, was released in 1973. Okay. So What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This, 1963, runtime of 10 minutes, black and white, monaural soundtrack, 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio. The second short that we're getting is called It's Not Just You, Murray. It's from 1964. It has a runtime of 16 minutes. It's in black and white, has a monaural soundtrack, and an aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1. The third is called The Big Shave. It is from 1967. It has a runtime of 5 minutes. It is in color. It has a monaural soundtrack and an aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1. Next up, and that is, I believe, 1 year after Mean Streets, we're getting Italian American from 1974, which has a longer runtime of 49 minutes. It is in color. It has monaural soundtrack and an aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1. We have, last but not least, American Boy, made in 1978, with a runtime of 55 minutes. It's actually the longest of the shorts. It is in color, has a monaural soundtrack, and an aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1. So here are the technical details of those films by Martin Scorsese. Alright, so now, if you allow me, I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes reading the synopsis on the back, as well as telling you a little bit more about the special features, and then proceeding to actually open the box up. Alright, the Criterion Collection, a continuing series of important classic and contemporary films, presents Scorsese shorts. This compilation of 5 early short films by Martin Scorsese offers a fascinating window onto his artistic development. Spanning the years from Scorsese's time at New York University in the mid-1960s to the late 1970s, when he was emerging as one of the era's most electrifying talents. Scorsese's Shorts centers on the intimate home movie Italian American, a loving snapshot of the director's parents, and American Boy, a freewheeling portrait of a larger-than-life raconteur. Also included are The Big Shave, a daringly visceral response to America's involvement in Vietnam, and the bracing student films What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This, and It's Not Just You, Mary. Touching on many of Scorsese's key themes: Italian-American identity, family, his beloved New York City. These are hilarious, candid, and illuminating works from the preeminent American filmmaker of our time. Yes, so one of the reasons why I said that Criterion Collection and Martin Scorsese go hand in hand is Martin Scorsese as a person has a great affinity of anything that is that has to do with the preservation of cinema. His works being preserved in ways like this by Criterion Collection also are mirrored by Martin Scorsese's own affinity to preserve cinema. He himself is very interested in doing that. I believe he was part of many restorations that are made for films not of his own, so not his own films, but he has been a part of that. At the same time, he is being featured many times in the Criterion Collection in these special features, the supplements that we're getting with Criterion, when he's talking about some of the films that have a great importance to him. Most notably, I think Scorsese has a great series dedicated to Michael Powell and Pressburger films. So he's being featured as one of the commenters for Michael Powell and Pressburger films. Alright, so when it comes to the special features, director approved Blu-ray special edition features, new 4K digital restorations of all five films with uncompressed monaural soundtracks, new conversation between director Martin Scorsese and film critic Farran Smith Name, new discussion among filmmakers Ari Aster and Josh and Benny Safdie. Oh my gosh, that's great. I think everybody knows Ari Aster. Hereditary, Midsommar, Boys Afraid, and I think he's making another one with Joaquin Phoenix right now. Josh and Benny Safdie, both directors already being featured in the Criterion Collection on their own, with the films like Longlegs and Uncut Gems. Great stuff. And we got public radio interview from 1970 with Scorsese. Awesome. And we're also getting a booklet featuring an essay by film critic Bilge Ebiri and storyboard treatments and correspondence from Scorsese's archive. Okay. Now, the film was released, the first UK printing was in 2020, so 4 years ago. And we got information that the films feature strong language, bloody images, and drag references. Okay, tell me what's new with Scorsese, right? Which Scorsese film doesn't have strong language, bloody images, and drag references? Alright, so here's the spine. What you would getting is something like that. Scorsese Shorts. And the actual spine number is 1030. So it's 1030 in the collection. Let's open it up. There we go. That's what we're getting. Getting one disc with all 5 films and all special features. Apparently the whole runtime, according to the disc, the whole runtime of all 5 films, the total runtime is 135 minutes, or 2 hours and 15 minutes. There we go. And the disc itself is a dual layer, 50 gigabytes. Right. Oh, look at this. You're actually getting a Martin Scorsese's recipe for the sauce and the meatballs. The sauce. Singe an onion and a pinch of garlic in oil. Throw in a piece of veal, a piece of beef, some pork, sausage, and a lamb neck bone. Add a basil leaf. When it's brown, take it out. Put in a can of tomato paste and some water. Put a quart of packed whole tomatoes through a blender and dump it in. Let it boil. Add salt, pepper, and a pinch of sugar. Let it cook for a while. Throw the meat in. Cook for 1 hour. The meatballs. Put a slice of bread without crust, 2 eggs, a drop of milk, ground veal and beef, salt, pepper, some cheese, and a few spoons of sauce into a bowl. Mix it with your hands. Roll them up, throw them in, let it cook for another hour. There we go. And behind the disc we have film is about to start. Alright, let me just put the disc back. And the booklet is actually on the thicker side, so it's nice. Got a lot of text. Somehow I got a little bit of a crease inside. Okay, never mind. Again, the booklet itself is featuring, well, some of the New York landscapes. The back is more on the standard Scorsese mafia style, I would say. Cigarette, suit and a tie. What else? Scorsese shorts. Table of contents. We got the cast and credits as usual. We got the essay by Bill Jabiri, a singular voice in short, and information about the transfers on page 38. Alright, so we got the cast and credits for each of the films. That's Martin Scorsese. I think everybody knows Martin Scorsese. She was beautifully depicted in Goodfellas. American Boy. It's not just you, Murray. Alright. Now I'm in gloves. Some blood images. I'm in gloves, so it's hard for me to turn the pages. But here are some of the materials from Scorsese's archive. So this first one is a letter from New York University enclosed with the Kingsley Foundation scholarship check awarded to Martin Scorsese. And he got a scholarship check for $700. And the year was December 20, 1963. Got some more. think on every page we actually got some of the archive stuff from Scorsese, which is fantastic. Martin Scorsese for me is one of the greatest directors ever. He's still living, and his films are fantastic throughout for the last 50 years. So there's very rarely in his whole filmography been a bad movie. Most of them are actually great, and I have a great affinity for Martin Scorsese, and whenever I actually hear him talking about films, the filmmaking process, it's always a great listen. So to have a booklet like this, which actually shows the kind of like progress in Scorsese's development as a filmmaker himself, is actually really good to see. Okay, so essentially the Bill Jabiri's essay follows on every second page, whereas on every other second page we're actually getting some of the images from Scorsese's archive. Right. Some of the very early storyboards drawn by Scorsese, which he made apparently at the age of 11. Storyboards drawn by Scorsese at age of 11 for a film project he called The Eternal City. I mean, that's fantastic. Can you imagine being so it's fascinating to see. Look, there it is, at the age of 11, directed and produced by Martin Scorsese. Can you imagine that the boy of 11 would actually become such a fantastic star? One of the greatest living directors ever. Greatest directors ever. I mean, not just living. Well, that's enough of me talking. What you just saw was an unboxing and a bit of a flip through a booklet for Criterion Collection's release of Scorsese shorts, 5 films, 5 early films of Martin Scorsese. It's another Criterion Collection release, spine number 10,030, and I do believe that's a Criterion Collection number 317 in my collection, which I really hope to show you all soon. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I do hope I'm going to have a little bit more videos to show you. I have a little bit more, unpacked, still in the original wrapping films, which I hope basically to unwrap on video for you. So, I'll definitely actually keep making those videos, and I'll keep you posted if I get anything new. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.